What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Auburn versus Florida college basketball matchup going down Saturday, April 5th, 2025. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. It is a great time to do so because we have a lot of action lined up for Saturday's card. We've got the NBA, we've got the NHL, a full MLB card. We've also got the college basketball crown, and as we're going to be talking about here, the NCAA tournament Final Four. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. We've also got products for those who make big bets and for those with big bankrolls, those looking for more of a VIP experience, where you're going to get things like late alert plays closer to game time, where we're going to track line movement for you. Try to get you the best possible number compared to the closing line. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, text the number on the screen for more information, even if it's just to find out if it's right for you. But let's get to this one between Auburn and Florida. It's an all-SEC Final Four matchup. First time since 2008, and only the second time ever where the NCAA tournament Final Four was all one seeds. And, you know, this was it was just clear to everyone, or at least it should have been, that there was just a tier system with, you had the top four teams in the country in Duke, Auburn, Houston, and Florida, and then everybody else. And I think that's just sort of what it was. But I'll tell you, these are two teams that I could have easily seen winning the national championship. And I want to say it's a shame that they're meeting in the Final Four, but I mean, I would love to see this as a national championship. But these two teams did meet in the regular season, and it was a 90-81 win for the Florida Gators at Auburn. A rare home loss for the Tigers, which, leaves the door open for a revenge spot here. But, like I said, in that game, it was back and forth, but Florida jumped out to a big halftime lead by double digits. Didn't really look back as the lead swelled up to as many as 21 points in the second half, about, just under 6 minutes into the second half. And there was not a lot that Florida really did wrong in that game. I mean, the rebounding battle was even. Auburn had a few more offensive rebounds, and they even had fewer turnovers. But the thing was, Florida hit their shots. They went 13 of 33 from three, shot 39.4%, while Auburn shot 31.8% from three. Florida shot 58.1% from 2-point range, while Auburn went inside a ton and shot 48%. And, Florida made a few more free throws, or at least they made one more free throw in 5 fewer attempts than the Gators, or than the Tigers did. So, it was just a runaway train for Florida in that game. And, I'm not saying it's going to happen again here, but, it's easy to see why the line might have shifted because the Florida Gators have just been outstanding. And the thing that I noticed about this line and sort of why I'm leaning towards Florida in the first half is because Florida's a quick starter, and they are not afraid to go to their depth. They have a lot. They're around the middle of the country in terms of, the Tigers are around middle of the country in terms of bench minutes used, but still the Gators have the depth to match whoever Auburn throws out onto the floor. And this is going to be a great matchup because Johni Broome is banged up, and even though he says he's going to play, and Auburn is the longer team in this matchup, we've seen that the Gators have size to throw at pretty much anybody. Alex Condon, 6'11", Thomas Hogg at 6'9", Chinyelu at 6'10", and I think they can match up well with Baker Mazzara, Johni Broome, and I want to see how Walter Clayton is going to handle these Auburn guards. But Florida has been a team that just jumps out to a quick start, and that's what they've done for the last, I believe it's the last 10 games or 11 games in a row. They've been tied or they've led at the half, and that's just because they are consistent out of the gate. They don't sort of let themselves fall flat. And while they did have to have a bit of a heroic comeback against Texas Tech to win that game, I still think this is going to be a back and forth heavyweight fight. And I think that Auburn is favored in the first half and favored in the game for a reason here. I think that the Johni Broome injury is legit, and I think that if we start to see that it slows him down early, Florida could jump out to a quick lead, and I that's why I like the first half here. May like him for the full game. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more deep diving on that one, but for me right now, my best free play is going to be Florida on the money line in the first half at -130, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.